This is Lassen Park. It's one of the old volcanic peaks, and there is still activity. There is still activity in Lassen. You know, when the ground gets hot, stays hot for a long time. Yeah. There's a fairly strong smell of hydrogen sulfide in the air, tinged with the slightly acidic sulfur dioxide, and sort of ferric deposits coming out of all these things. You can tell it's hot, it's all dry. And there's one that's... Oh god, these things stink. There you go. There must be a demon in the ground hard at work. Oh! So presumably water drains into these things and then boils off. Oh, it's warm to touch still. You can see even now you're getting sort of refinement of the chemicals. All this sort of water moving around is actually also moving the chemicals around. It's sorting them out. So you're getting iron-rich deposits and what look like sulfur-rich deposits, although the green might be just a iron 2 and the red iron 3. Wouldn't know that actually. Oh, yeah, this is active. I can hear hissing. Right, is it warm to the touch? Oh yeah, that's really quite toasty. That's warm to the touch, sort of. And now that I get a closer look, this is iron. That's iron 2. This is all iron 2. Looks like sulfate might be chloride. It's probably fairly acidic. So, oh no, this is hot. No, this is cool. Well, cool relatively. Cool. Yeah, that's toasty. That's still warm to the touch, and we're cool again. This is a brief explanation of Lassen. So this is sort of to scale in that this is about 200 kilometres, this is about 20 to 50, something like that. And once you got your oceanic crust subducting here, it takes down water with it, which lowers the melting point, and what with the friction, the fact that the heat's got nowhere else to go, you get pockets of magma coming up. And depending on what happens next, you get different types of volcano. So for instance, if the stuff comes up really quite quickly, then it's still got lots of water and carbon dioxide in it from the water and sediment that was subducted, and that inflates when it gets to the surface and gives you cinder cones. However, if the stuff actually hangs around long enough under the... So if now the magma pocket just sits there for a long time, basically degassing slowly through fumaroles and such like, when the magma comes out, it's actually quite runny, right? It's no longer puffs up, in which case you've got a shield. Composite is a sort of mixture of these two guys. So you get some cinders, some lava flows, and then the last one's a plug volcano, which is basically the stuff's sat under the magma chamber, sat underground for long enough that not only has it fully decast, but also most of the iron in the magma is somewhat crystallized, and yet there's a gravitational sedimentation of the crystallization. It's got a fancy name which I've forgotten. I just got debriefed by the local geologist. So gravitational settling. So you get your iron crystals forming, they settle out, and so what's left is really viscous, high silica-rich magma, which gives you like a volcano. So those are the 4 volcanoes that you get, and why you get them. And you get them all in Lassen for the simple reason that there's a region of spreading next to a region of compression. So in the region of compression is where it actually sits under there for long periods of time, and the region of extension, the crust is thinner and the magma comes up much more quickly, and that's where you get your cinder cones. I'm packed up again. The peak to the top of Lassen is closed, which is a bit of a pisser. It's one of the reasons I came here. So I'm just going to try and get my way up this guy here. Hello, critter. Bold little bastard, aren't you? And fuck off! Or rabies infested, whatever. Ballsy. Damn. Anyway, so I'm going up on that guy. It should be fairly simple. If you actually look at the bottom here, this all looks like scree and falling apart, so I'll probably cut way off to the left, and then once I get above the trees, doesn't really matter. These little bastards, and fuck off, and get out of it. Oh, fuck off. Jesus Christ. Hey. Well, not all great it is come off. I'm holding a t-shirt in front of the mic to try and cut down the wind noise, but down there is where I came from. So I'm the guy just behind the tree. And coming up here was probably harder than I thought, as in most of this is like all cinders and pumice, and you sort of step on the stuff and it just sort of dissolves under your feet. I came up in sandals, which is in hindsight a bad idea. Not quite what I was expecting. Anyway, it's quite steep on the other side, and there's lots of magnificent scenery. So these are all the... yes, you can see flying the plane might be a bit problematic in this. Anyway, and up there, that's the guy, that's Lassen. That's the guy who blew up about 100 years ago and made all the mess. The mess, I think, is mostly on the other side, the devastated area, it's called. And if you look over there, their head's poking out of the smog in the Sacramento Valley. I can't see it because the screen's too bright, but yeah, poking out their heads on the other side of the Sacramento Valley is the coastal range, and you can't see the base of the mountains because of all the smog in the valley. And if you look away to the north, I can't again see it on the screen, but you should have Mount Shasta there, who's absolutely colossal. He's another mile above. Actually, yeah, I think Shasta's 14,000 feet, so he's a mile above where I am now. I'm at about 10,000 feet. 2 miles up, and he goes 3 miles up. Anyway, let's take another quick look at the scenery. Some snow. So you don't have to come far off the beaten track to lose all the people. Right, I'm going to give me some munchies.